Very cool though.
Yeah.
The Apex is doing cool stuff as well. So is PUBG, actually. They're all doing cool stuff. What a great time to be a gamer.
Yeah.
Black Knight writes in. Great question. Thank you very much, Josh Grauberg. Black Knight writes in and says, BioWare says they're not done making Mass Effect's game. He says, which I'm happy about. How do you guys feel about it? And would you love to see a Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 remake for Project Scarlet when the new Xbox comes out? McSpicy, this is all you. Mass Effect, you happy they're not done making any more games from or BioWare?
The universe is awesome. The lore of that game, super cool. I've mentioned this on lots of times on the show. I like lore that has an ancient race that changed civilization as we would have known it. Well, that's subjective. That's some weird English I'm using. But like the Xel'Naga in StarCraft, the Forsaken, or wasn't that the Forsaken in Halo, right? So like there's just this ancient. Was it the Forsaken? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. Just the ancient.
The Forsaken's Destiny.
Or Destiny. That's what's the one in Halo?
The Flood?
No, it's not the Flood. It's the people that killed the Flood in the Halo lore.
Yeah.
Jordan, tell me who it is right now.
The Forerunners.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, my brain sucks balls. So I love that idea of an ancient race. Mass Effect has that ancient race. David, if you're not aware, the reason we're able to travel to stars is because of the ancient race in
Transformers.
Mass Effect.
Oh, okay, sorry. Go ahead.
This has nothing to do with Optimus Prime.
So we got cell phone technology.
That's where we got microwaves. Oh my gosh. Anyways, so I love that story. The lore is awesome. Mass Effect 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. I think you could probably remake Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 3. Yeah, I'd like to see that, but I would love to see a Mass Effect 2. I want a Mass Effect 2 like they did Halo 2 remade.
Yeah.
With like blur cutscenes and everything. Oh, that'd be so sexy.
Sex appeal.
Oh, baby. But the majority of why I would like to see those games is there's a lot of gamers and new gamers that have never played the Mass Effect series that I think they would enjoy the storyline and they would enjoy how the game is played. BioWare is BioWare because of that game.
Yeah.
And it would give a chance for other people to buy it and play it and enjoy it.
I would play it. So here's the thing. I feel like they're a little bit old and dated, so I don't know if I would enjoy it with the same appreciation that you enjoyed it with. You know what I mean? Because when you enjoyed it, that was the cutting edge graphics.
It's still not bad. I mean, the first one's dated. But the second one and up.
Well, I mean, on the
not the
360,
worst.
that's not so bad, yeah.
It's not so bad. Just how the game is played, though. It's a BioWare game, and you are able to basically, interact with characters in a very different way than you're used to from other games. And how they lay out the next missions and the next maps and how you play the game is very, very BioWare-y. And it's not like Andromeda at all. It's very different.
Yeah. Well, I know that was the complaint because I played Andromeda, not all of it, but I played a good 5-6 hours of it, and the big complaint by Mass Effectors was this doesn't feel like Mass Effect.
Yeah. Well, because
you enjoyed it though.
Because I love glitches, and there's so many glitches in that game. It made me happy. But Mass Effect, especially 2, the others are good, but especially 2, I would love to have other people enjoy that game as much as I did. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
So, yeah.
Anytime you can do a remake like that, for instance, what they're doing with Final Fantasy, I might go back and play Final Fantasy now for someone who have missed it. Right? I think every couple decades, every decade.
Well, Final Fantasy VII's an interesting case. Don't mean to interrupt you.
Sure,
but how they're doing it is it's the same storyline, but with a different
they've been changing
game.
the game mechanics. Yeah,
yeah. So that one I think is kind of a unique case. They're not doing
that one. I think the Master Chief Collection is probably the most thorough remake of a series, a complete series.
Halo 2. I would love to see the Halo 2 go to, blur cutscenes, and then they add a whole bunch of skins.
Well, and what I really like is, and Halo did this really well with the Master Chief Collection, but I want to see this in other games where the graphics are updated and there's this remastered edition, right? I want to be able to select the back button and see what it looked like
cool.
originally. because you don't appreciate it unless you do that. And you could do that in Halo 1. And even in Halo 1, you're like, doesn't look great. But then you hit that back button, you're like, whoa.
Yeah, it looked really bad.
Whoa, look how much better this looks.
That was an OG Xbox.
And it's also like a blast to the past when you're able to do that too, and really see what it was like, how far we've come in gaming. So there you go. Great question, Black Knight. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Joseph Folly